I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I'm currently rated 436. Okay, so since we're black, we're gonna try and get into the Carol Con. And should be all good. So they do that. I take. Okay, so it's not all different, but I do that anyway. We'll take. And then I'm gonna think about getting my night out. My Mountie here will be coming out. Okay, so you also need to get this push. So he's thinking of coming in. He's attacking that, which is defended. And if he comes here, it should take some. Okay, so that's not, it's just a one night. So I am going to start. I will release my bishop. And then we can push this pawn. And we got to get our knights developed, definitely. This here is defended by the queen and attacked by my queen. So if there's a way, if I do push that, I can think about stuff and I can get this on moved so I can start developing on my king side. Bring that up in there. So if I bring my knight here, it attacks it, which I'm going to the wrong spot. Okay, anyway, let's just ignore my wrong moves there. Okay, so I push this pawn now. And start getting my king side developed, and his knight is here, which I don't like very much. That pawn there, well, probably gonna push and try and attack my knight. Oh, I didn't even look at. Oh, that's very poor by me. Okay, so he does that, which means I have to take back with my king. Nope. All right, well, I've done very good this game, haven't I? Very good. So good, it's just unbelievable. So he's going to take my queen or my rook. So I have to start getting something where if I put him in check right now, check. And he pushes that pawn. My queen is not under attack. So now if I move my rook, then he doesn't actually win either piece that way. Just hope that I can bounce back from this because he's up +2. And often there's a little bit of different moves that have to happen in order to get myself under where it's not where I'm down. So if I go I have to bring my knight out, definitely, as long as something doesn't get attacked here and I have to move it. So this knight here needs to be dealt with, and this bishop, because if this bishop is removed, I can then remove the knight. So if I go here with my bishop, I'm attacking his undefended bishop, and obviously he can take mine, and it's not like being down is not ideal to start exchanging, but when things are causing you problem like this, if I push the pawn, this pawn here, and attack the bishop that way, that might be something to consider. And then my bishop can do other things. Because right now, my king could take this knight if that bishop wasn't there. He could move it back to there. And here. Okay, so I'm always highlighting squares, and then I have about 50 pink squares. Okay, so I'm often playing the game of I've messed things up. Or what it actually comes down to is I totally missed that what they were threatening, and okay, so once he pushes that pawn, that will be there. So now this bishop, and yeah, I don't have anything to. I can push this pawn to kick that bishop out of there, which is what I want to do, so that this knight here is unprotected, and my king could take it without this there. And my knight has to come out. He could come here, and okay. Well, if I take that knight, nothing is defending it. Okay. Now it's showing me up +1. Oh, and then I. Okay, so something is very wrong with my play today. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but anyway, he's +1. That's not extremely bad. It's not good, obviously, that he's +1, but it's not the end. So I think my best move for that is now if I put pawn up, it doesn't look like my king is going to be able to get tucked in very nicely. It's already kind of wrecked. And I have a real bunch of pawns there all lined up. He has his over on this side, which are causing issue. Okay, so I can go here. Means he'll take that pawn. So let's have a look here of what I can try to. And he's attacking my knight and he's attacking this pawn. And so this knight could come here and it would protect that pawn. Okay. Try to make it so that it's not just going to be take every piece of mine and every pawn. Once I start just blowing everything, that's what ends up happening. Okay, so that's protecting there. This bishop could not take anything, and let's start getting. I've got my queen, my king, and my bishop on that. He's got his bishop and his queen. So right now, it's not like he could just take that. My bishop and my king are on it. So I have to start getting this knight developed. If I put him pretty much there, because I don't want to go to the edge of the board. And okay. And the next move this knight could do, well, no, I was going to say he could go right here, but that bishop causes a problem with that. And my queen, what could my queen do? Let's go there. And this. Where could I go that would cause a problem here? My knight is pretty stopped if I go there. Well, isn't there that I can use this to go here and attack his queen? And yeah, that knight is pretty much it's fine to do that. King is always in on the attack. Okay, so now his queen will have to be moved. Okay, so that goes there. Can't move that knight at the moment, so if I take another piece, if I put my king here, my king there, and that knight is just not defended. Sometimes all my pieces seem to be good and developed and defending one another, and sometimes they're all leaving each other by themselves, and this is this game. I feel like everything's just left at everything alone. So I basically, if I put my knight here, what would it do? He No, my knights are both protecting that pawn, which is attacked. Or he could remove that one. And he's got only, okay, he doesn't have much on there. So if I go there, I just, I'm not sure what it does. Getting this rook into something might be an idea. Maybe, well, actually, if I move my king up, then my rook protects that, and it would still protect that with the bishop. So I think moving my king up would be an idea. Now my rook is active, and if I want to move that knight, I'll be attacking the queen. I just have to find a spot where the rook would be also defended, which I could go there, and that would really be overloading that knight, or the bishop, I mean. Okay, so I seem to like to get into these situations. And really like to be able to put my bishop where it would attack. That whole file would be so good. Okay, so he comes down to attack that knight again. So that knight is attacked once, attacked twice. So if I go right there with him, then my rook is undefended. Okay, so if I bring my rook elsewhere right now, where to? Or do I put my queen right here? Doesn't really do it because I want to be able to move the knight and need another defender on that. If I put something in between where the queen is, that doesn't, nothing even to do it with. Okay. Hope I lose my rook. And well, let's look. If he takes me, I just pretty much lose that. And if I take this knight, then the bishop would be doing it. So do I put it up here? There. If I go here, if I go here, I'm protecting the, what am I looking at? Why I make myself right. I don't know where anything is because I highlight everything and then I don't know what the heck is going on. Alright, so that knight can't go over here, so he will have to go up here, and then the bishop will be protecting the knight a second time. Okay. And that knight is protecting that the rook is on. So it's like really difficult how things are right now. If I go, so he takes that with his queen. Right, so check. So I bring my knight back here. Bring my bishop back. And okay, do I bring my knight or do I bring my bishop? So my knight goes there. That's where I just came from. So if I bring, I have to protect that knight a second time. So we'll go with bishop. And it says he's still up +2. It's always difficult to play when you've went down pieces and or pawns or whatever it ends up being. It's you don't want to exchange, and then that's when there's all these opportunities to exchange, but like you don't want to. So actually where this knight is pretty good because it's protecting that bishop. That bishop is protecting this knight. And the king is in there protecting a bunch of things. The queen is kind of just sitting back and watching everybody. So if I bring my queen down here, I have to see what kind of everything can happen. Because everything is right now defended twice, so any kind of attacking is not gonna be winning anything. It's just this rook. If this rook takes that, then I just win his rook with my knight, so okay, that's no good for him. Okay, so I will be taking that. Oh, and then he just gets my knight, so I'll do that. My pieces do not have coordination this game at all. Not in the least. If anything, they are really problematic. So if I take this knight and put it here, I attack his queen. And what else? I've been up material like this before. The way he is, actually way more, and I've blown it, so just have to just see what happens, I guess. So he's coming in. And if I put my rook right here attacking his queen, no, because that bishop. Oh, oh, it's just so friggin' stupid. Go here with the queen. My king is one of my main defenders here. My queen is not doing what she should be, so she's gonna have to come down here. I think. I'm gonna put that down for a sec. If I come over here, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. All right. I have 2 minutes and 49 seconds left, so. Oh. Now I'm down for sure. This, yep. If I bring my bishop, would he just take my queen? If I bring this bishop up here, deal with this. So I'm probably just gonna start dropping all my pieces. Seems to be one of those kind of games I thought wouldn't be too bad, but it doesn't seem to be where I can get anything in a good way here. So he'll take that pawn. Attacking that knight now. And my knight is protecting there, this here. So let's try to find something that might cause an issue. That just doesn't seem to be what's happening. If my knight goes right there, the queen is undefended. She's not attacked. So if I do that, is he gonna just go and take the knight off? Take. So I'm gonna put my knight in the way of the rook defending his queen, and hope something can be good that comes out of it. So now his knight's gonna come in. I push that pawn, it attacks the knight, and where can the knight go? It can go there and attack that pawn, which is protected. There's something else that my pieces can do. It goes back here. It attacks the bishop. I don't want to exchange things. And there is nothing else defending the queen, and I have to get moving my pieces here somehow. Oh, lordy, lordy. This is friggin'. Okay, so nothing is I think just gonna resign. Where is the resign button? Yeah, that I was hoping that something would I'd be able to come back from it, but I obviously didn't, so my brain wasn't on that game for coming back. Thanks for watching. Bye.